So thank you guys for joining us. Welcome to A Beautiful Rodeo with me, Abel, and
Elly. Yes, and we came up with the name A Beautiful Rodeo because we think of the rodeo and we think of that being crazy and just, busy, right? Right?
Yep.
So,
talking about anything and everything. So it could
yeah.
be business, life, whatever it is, something just relating to everyone. So
Yeah.
So let's get started.
Let's get right into this. All right. This is so funny. We've been waiting to do this. We've been wanting to do this for the longest because we have a lot of good conversation when it's just us. And I'd be like, oh my God, like this is why we literally need like a podcast or something because our conversations are hot. And yeah, so.
Yep. So let me introduce you guys to us first. How we come up with this idea of making a podcast was because, like she said, we have a lot to talk about, and not only that, but like to help other entrepreneurs and also just talk about life. It doesn't always have to be about business.
Yeah, it really does not always need to be about work. And I know for sure we don't always talk about work stuff. So yeah.
Yep. So I'm Abel. I joined my wife Elly here. In the beauty industry. Been in the game for it's going on 6 years already. With her, I decided to join the beauty industry. And for most of you guys that don't know, I started in healthcare, and then from healthcare, I quit. I gave it up, and then here I am, 6 years later, just helping her out, building this business for her. So
And for me, I mean, I've been doing this for as long as I can remember. Honestly, it's been so long. But I mean, I had started with makeup, and then I got into, what did I get into after makeup? Oh yeah, well, I was doing like those cool like Instagram looks and everything, and it was nice because I was getting like a bunch of PR from like all these different makeup brands, so all that. But I ended up getting into like brows. Actually, brows was before makeup, but yeah. And then it went into lashes, and then I also worked in healthcare, but I left that because no one's gonna be telling me when I cannot be taken off. So now I don't know. I had left that my full-time job in healthcare, and then I started doing the whole beauty everything just full-time. And then ever since then, that's when Abel had joined. Well, I told him like, you gotta join me. And then now we're here. I mean, years later, we have gone through so much in our personal lives and I guess work lives too. But yeah, all that has brought us here. And once again, just finally so excited and so ready to get this going because we're going to have a good old time.
Yeah, we've been talking about this for like a while, like I think since last year. And then since I did my first podcast with, shout out my girl Dee. If you don't follow her at Beauty with the Twist podcast. But since I got on her podcast, it really pushed me and motivated me to really drive and push this podcast. I'm like, I had fun, I had a good time, and I just feel like interviewing other people, it would be a good time, with Elly too. And like I said, we behind the scenes, we have fun at work, so why not show it on camera and to you guys that what we discuss in person. So yeah. And so did you want to add anything else?
No, let's get right into this.
So we're gonna get right into it. So I'm gonna I asked on my story. I asked on my story to give us some topics, and I'm gonna pull some topics here that were pretty interesting. So we're gonna do one from Empress Beauty Co. Staying consistent, getting up and doing your makeup every day.
Okay, yeah. So this one, as soon as he told me about this one, I was like, you know what? That's actually a really good topic. Only because I feel like I can relate to that like a lot, because I know there's like, I mean, and it's not even just about like makeup, you know, it's also just about, I mean, I see it all over too, where people are like, oh, do you care about how like your lash tech or your brow artist or whoever it is, your barber or whatever, do you care about how they present, like how they look when you come into an appointment? And like, I don't know, I guess like for me, um, it's funny because there's days where I'm like, I don't even care. I'd be coming in sweats and a hoodie and, you know, my whatever, and no makeup, nothing. But I mean, I damn sure get the work done, and my work is very, very good. So my clients honestly don't be caring. I have gotten so close and created very like close relationships with my clients. So honestly, they be like, girl, I don't even care. They be coming in looking at me too. But that's something else.
Yeah, I feel like if it's, I would say check out your schedule, see how your day is. If you have new clients,
if
you want to get ready, you know, don't, you know, all dressed up. The first impression is everything.
Oh yeah.
You know, but
see,
you're
different. You're different. But no. I feel you, because I literally, I'll look at my day. If I have like one or two or more clients, then yeah, let me put in a little bit more effort. However, I'm never, and I will never be the type to ever come into work wearing no damn heels. That's just me. If that's you, I mean, more power to you, because I could not. That's doing too much for me. And I just like to be comfortable, especially because I'm sitting either doing lashes or doing brows like for the whole entire time. Like, I don't want to feel uncomfortable at all or just out of place. Like, I just like to be comfortable. Like right now with what I'm wearing, like I just finished a whole full day, and I mean, not gonna lie, I did put makeup on just before recording. But yeah.
Yeah, she don't always put makeup on, but you know, when she does it, special occasions, you know, but
fuck off.
Yeah, like I said, so I mean, having that motivation, like you have new clients coming and you want to dress to impress the first time, and you know, when you look at your schedule and you're like, all right, I'm used to this client, they're used to me, we vibe. Then you can dress comfortable for the day. But if it's day of
honestly,
new clients,
you can't sit here and tell people what they should and shouldn't.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, you know, it's just first impression. You know, I just feel like I've always been that person.
I definitely get that.
Where it was just like, you know, I don't know. I just like to dress impress. That's it.
No, yeah, and that's you, because with me.
But like now, if you're a parent, like we are, like we're parents, you know, getting the kids ready for school, having that drive to, like, you know, to get dressed yourself, you know, at least have that motivation to get up like an hour before to get dressed.
I like my sleep. I like my sleep a little too much.
Lazy ass. But yeah, like no, you know, I sleep in too sometimes, so it's just like it's rough. I can see where I can see where being unmotivated to be like, all right, I need to get my makeup, get dressed, but like I can't really say I'm a guy, so I just put whatever on and brush my teeth and then go about my day. But for you women, I know it's
yeah, I mean, it could be a show for sure. I mean, because it's like sleep or get up, like you said, like a whole hour or something earlier just to, you know, do your hair, makeup and everything, which, I mean, I guess, yeah, I need to put a little bit more effort, maybe. But then again, I don't like to wear makeup every day because I like to give my skin a break too, you know, and I'm big on skincare. And so, I mean, my skin is great, you know, so that's why I'm just like, oh, well, you know, whatever. Some days I'm not even going to wear any makeup or whatever. But damn, I was going to say something else. Oh, yeah, you know, like, like how you said, you know, just like, I guess having that motivation and stuff to like get up and, you know, do something good for yourself so that way you can also just feel good. Because when you look good, you feel good. And that is a very, very true statement. And I will live by that because I know how it is that you could feel so just exhausted and run down. And as soon as you even just put some, or even just a little bit of makeup on, or like do something with your hair, like you just feel like 10 times better. And
do you think like you owe an explanation as to like why you may be wearing, like, oh, I'm wearing sweats today?
That's like telling your clients.
Yeah. Like, oh, excuse me, my hair's messy, you know, and my this. But like I said, if it's a client that's a loyal client and they already seen you on your worst and good days, like, you know,
honestly, I feel like as long as you are coming in with the right, you know, head space, I guess, like you're coming into work, you know, you're gonna give, you know, good or excellent customer service and excellent customer experience, then I feel like, not saying that come in looking like a bum, I mean, never that, but I mean, as long as you are matching, your clothes are clean, you don't smell like dirty laundry, you know, like why the fuck not? Like if you're wearing a freaking, I don't know, Nike jumpsuit with some dunks, like that's cute on, you know, on a girl. I don't care what anybody says. Like that is cute and I will wear that till I die, because as long as I'm comfortable and I know my work is A1, and my clients are going to be taken care of and I'm going to give my clients a great experience, then honestly, I feel like that is the least of anybody's worries.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, like, shit, like I said, like I just put on whatever and just go. Even if I like happen to want to hit the gym in the morning, you know, if I have time, I'll go home, take a shower, get dressed, come here. But if I don't, I just gotta come here and then, you know, making sure that I have that dry shampoo and my hands are like really clean and all that.
Hold up, you said right after the gym?
Yeah, like sometimes you can't make it home. You're like, all right, you know, and I definitely don't want to use the showers at the gym because I don't know, like I don't know what be all in the floors and shit, but yeah. So I say just give yourself an hour and have that confidence and motivation. But like Elly said, you know, you have your days where you're just like, yeah, you know, you don't want to get all, but in today's world, they make you feel like, oh, you have to dress to impress. Yeah, but
like all these videos and stuff, like on TikTok, Instagram, whatever, you got all these girls over here like beating the shit out of their face at 6 a.m, and then you feel like shit because you're like, damn, my kids have to go to school by freaking 7:30 and I'm waking up at 7. Like, hey, I mean, if from a client standpoint, I feel like if I was going to somebody to, I don't know, do my lashes, do my brows, do a facial, whatever, I just feel like treat me good, do me well, and just give me a good experience. And I don't even care. I'm not looking at what you're wearing. Like, you know, like be a good person. I don't know. I just feel like that goes much more of a longer way than what kind of outfit you have on and, you know, makeup and stuff. Now, I'm not saying either just like don't do it. Like I'm not saying, oh no, I'm totally against it. I'm definitely not. But if you need that motivation, then just keep that in mind, you know, just that when you look good, you feel good. And on some days when you just don't feel like it, it's okay. Like it's all good. You do not need to do all that.
Yep. So we're gonna start on to the next. Let's take another one here. Okay. Let's see. The family and friends that don't support but congratulate in your face. Some don't, though. And this is alluring lashes. So yeah, about that.
So you want to talk about family and friends? You don't want to do that with me right now because I have a whole lot of drama.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, you're always gonna, like, you'll be surprised because the strangers that somebody you don't know are the biggest supporters.
Oh, for sure.
You know, and you have some family that do support, and then you got some that just expect the freebies or had like some type of kind of like like they're not gonna do anything with their life, which I've been in that position, you know, where I have family doubt me and they're like, oh, you're gonna be in jail, or like you're a low life, or all types of names in the book you can think of. And you know, but I proved them wrong, you know, and we opened our business and then proved them wrong, and I'm actually, you know, I've been clean as a whistle, you know, staying out of trouble and out of the years, because like I was gonna be a police officer, and I just proved them wrong, and ended up not saying anything wrong with my brothers. They're good people. I love them, but you know, they have their days, you know. So just with me, I proved them wrong, and you're gonna have family like that where they just won't support you, or they just act like you don't have a business or exist, you know. But all you have to worry about is the supporters, and the people that are going to be supporting you is all that matters. Your clientele. You know, I can't count of how many times we, you know, build relationships with clients, and they were big supporters and just always supporting and caring, you know. So that's what I love about this industry, is that you're going to get people like that where they'll just support you, you know.
Yeah.
And that's why I fell in love with this industry, and I decided to join, because when I would see Elly work, she would have, you know, some nice ladies.
Everybody loves me.
Yeah, like talking, laughing, and I'm over here busting my ass, working 8 hours, like pulling steel, or, you know, healthcare. I was working factory jobs, and then I would see her just laughing and
sort pink collar job.
Yeah, pink collar, and I was blue collar, and I was like, man, I would like to do that shit, but knowing 6 years later, here I am.
Yeah.
So
no, yeah. I mean, family, like you said, just family is, you know, they're always, not everybody, but most of them are going to always want free shit. They're going to always expect you to like do things for them, like when you're off, like a day off, or, you know, you just finished your whole day and now they want you to do them and stuff like that. Or, you know, or yeah, you do got those like shitty family members or shitty friends that will just never support you, and just so you know, they never will, and that's okay. You need to seriously just move on, because you can't let that hold you back. Like, I have
stories for days
I can go on
and on, you know. And it's like, even we even had like some people would tell us like, yeah, you know, we know you do some good work, fire work, you know, within the city. Like, there's good people, and then there's some that are just, they just don't want to acknowledge you, you know. They're like, you know, like, I don't know what the case may be. You know, I know some cities where they say that crab mentality bucket, you know, where if they see someone succeeding, they want to pull you down with them in that bucket. That's a crab mentality.
Yeah, you know, and those, honestly,
the crab bucket mentality, something like that.
Those people, like, you really just, honestly, they're doing you a favor. They're showing you their true colors, yeah. And you just need to be like, all right, bet, like, because you're dodging a bullet just by them, you know, doing that, because it's so not worth it. I forgot what I was literally gonna say. Yeah, it's just so not worth it to stress yourself over, you know, what your friends or family, you know, think of you, because, or even they may think little of you when, you know, just because you are a last check or whatever, and then they're like, oh my God, like, she needs to get a real job. But then yet, when they want or need their lashes done, they're over here like, oh, who knows, on Facebook, who knows a lash tech? Like, I'm looking for somebody to do my lashes, when knowing damn well, like, you do that. Like, I know how that goes because I have a bunch of family that's also like that. And just, yeah, but I don't know. That just goes to show that
who's going to be there when it's time, you know? So,
well, I was going to say family and friends sometimes just really ain't shit. And you just, that's fine. You gotta just move on. And yeah, because then you stay stuck on that, you ain't going to get anywhere, and you're just going to be sad. And for what? Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, because like, it was rough, you know, coming up where, you'll have people that won't support, and you're trying to build clientele, trying to get models in to help you build your portfolio, and then some are just like, you know, it was hard. But like I said, once you start building a relationship within your industry, you're gonna find that support system that you're looking for. So don't even sweat about the family or people. Like, I was that person where I was sweat, like, man, like, I want to make them proud. I want to be like, you know, making your family. I want them to know. I want them to see me. But like I said, once I started to shift my mindset and try to focus on the good, like what I have in front of me right now, I have my business, I have my clients, you know, and my family now. But before, kids and all coming up, you know, just focusing on your clientele and what you're doing as a person to help your industry, and just making a good relationship, and you have a support system in the industry. So I wouldn't even sweat it too much about your friends or like family. They'll see you, but the more you keep pushing and the more you keep doing, they're going to keep seeing you, and then they're going to want to support you until it's too late. Yeah. And so don't even sweat about it.
Yeah, honestly.
So we're like going to, and we'll take one more, and then we'll like kind of just wing it here, talking about shit that we have on our minds too. But I just wanted to get to some of these questions because I don't want to neglect you guys and act like I didn't see them. So let's see. So we'll do with how to create content for a shy girl like me. Lashes by Cariza. So, I mean, honestly, that's a good topic.
I mean, I just feel like everybody kind of asks that because, but really it's the same answer like all the time, is really you just gotta do it. Like, in this industry, like, you see clients, you meet new people every single day. Like, there's gotta be a time where you finally are able to come out of that shell, because you can't stay you can't stay so shy like forever. You know, I remember when I had first started, and I was always like, oh my God, I'm scared to talk to clients, or scared to even like show myself on camera and everything. But honestly, I feel like there's no way around it. There really isn't. You just have to do it. You have to do it. And like, just get in front of the camera, practice, like, you know, maybe in the mirror, just practice like putting your phone up, record yourself without, you know, posting it and stuff, you know, and just act like you're talking to like a client and stuff. And then you're slowly gonna see that your communication skills are just going to be so much better, and you're going to be able to just spit it out instead of like, you know, and stuff like that. And, but yeah, really just doing it and getting in front of the camera. And, you know, or if you are scared to get in front of the camera, then maybe like, I don't know, do at least some work around like your studio, your salon or whatever, and record yourself doing that. And that could be like a good like little, I guess, B-roll or whatever to make some content. But honestly, the answer is the same. I just feel like you honestly just gotta do it. There's no fucking way around it. And
yeah, because you were like that before, where you were shy and didn't want to go on camera, and then I had to break you out of that.
Kind of, but I was always like talking on my stories. Like I always talked on my stories and just like talking to whatever my followers, whatever.
Like as much as you see me on camera, like
no, you are actually very.
I do get shy. You know, as much as you see my content and see me on camera or like here and there showing my face. Now
I don't want to know how many times he does a video. Over
it's just practice, you know. The more you do it, the more you'll get comfortable. But you know, I still have that shy, you know, and all this like embarrassment when filming myself out in public. Like I still get those jitters, and I'm like, damn, like I don't want people. But
you do it though.
Yeah, but I still do it. But there was one thing that I always kept in my mind when it came to filming content. Now. That just changed my mindset just overall. And there was this one video I just came across where it was like, you know, we're all gonna, you know, pass away soon, right? We're all gonna pass away.
Don't say soon.
So we're all gonna pass. Yeah, right. We're all gonna pass away someday, right?
Someday, yeah.
But no one's gonna ever remember, or you know, even a stranger is not gonna even remember what you're gonna do or record, or no one's gonna remember what you recorded yourself on. So you might as well just go and hit record and just do it in front of people, because
I mean, what are the odds? They're like never gonna see you again too.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, it's just like when you're waiting at a Target line or whatever, and you're waiting to buy, you know, something, and someone's behind you ready to check out. You know, you're not gonna see the person that was behind you like in a few months, whatever. You may not see them again. So it just get that mentality is like, hey, we're all, you know, gonna be gone someday. Just do what you have to do. I mean, like Drake always said, YOLO. So yeah, you know, you only live once. So get out there and record. Like, stop being shy, because at the end of the day, and I would get people looks here and there when I would record in public. But at the end of the day, if you're a content creator, they're not going to pay your fucking bills, and you're making money or having brand deals just from the content that you're making. And then also, you know, when you're recording something, it's going to benefit you. If you're a business owner, it's going to benefit your business and you. Or if you're someone that's just a motivation speaker and you're just like, you know, whatever it is in your fields, just fuck what people say, fuck what people think or say. Just go out and record yourself, and that's all you got to do. Honestly, you got to get out of that shell. Mm-hmm. It's rough, like I said, but practice, like Elly said, practice in front of a mirror to not be shy on making content or putting out content or even recording in front of people.
Yeah, or even just using like your stories. Like, that is honestly how I got comfortable. And it's weird because like I could talk on my stories and, you know, have the front facing camera, like whatever, and go blah, 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 blah. And I could do that shit in one take. But then when it's like me on the other side, on the back camera, and I'm like recording myself, like, I don't know, doing like a consultation or something like that, that's when I get nervous. And it's so weird, but I don't know. Yeah. So I guess just like practice like on your stories, use your stories and talk to your followers, and, you know, even if they respond to you or not or whatever, but just,
if you get comfortable talking to clients, you can get comfortable talking to, you know, on that camera. It's just like just picture it as one-on-one. We're doing one-on-one talking right now.
And another thing too is like also just stay, you know, stay true to who you are. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because there's like so many other people out there who are like, you know, they change the way that their voice sounds when they do a video. Like, oh my God, hey everybody. Fuck that. Literally just use your same talking voice. If you're, you know, a shy girl, maybe you don't have to talk for, you know, some videos until you get comfortable and stuff, but
I mean, I kind of
really
disagree. I kind of disagree with that a little bit. I want to have to be a devil's advocate here. I have to disagree with that with your voice. Because, I mean, like, yeah, you want to stay true to yourself, but if you're practicing, like, for example, me, I've been practicing where it's, like, different tones. Like, I'm not going to lie, there's times where I'll sound monotone, and there's times where I'm, like, hey, clear eyes, like, red eyes. But there's times where I'll sound monotone, but I've been practicing lately to switch up tones, and some people are like, he's fucking fake, or like that's that, but you know.
No, I feel like the tone of your voice is different than actually being fake or real. You know what I mean?
No, I mean, like, but like
that's what I mean.
It's not fake because it's like it's not fake. It's just like a different. It's like a different pitch, like you're doing. So it's like you can sit here and sound like I can sit here and sound like, hey guys, like dark, deep voice and shit, but like it's just like trying different tones.
I totally get that, but I'm saying just like being like more true to yourself, like because that's what I'm. Okay, all right. I'm talking like just for me. You're irritating. Like me, myself, what I like to see is people's true self, their true voice, like the way that they talk to a friend is how I would like for them, you know, how I would like to, I guess, get to know them when it comes to like their content, you know, because I mean, I know there's times where I be like, not that I am like fake or anything, but like sometimes I'll be on my story and I'll catch myself because I'll just be like, hey guys, oh my God, it's been like a minute or something. But then I'm like, wait. And then I kind of like will redo it and just be like, hey guys, I know whatever, it's been a minute. Like that's just, I don't know. That's just how I talk. Just, I don't know. But
yeah, it's just trying different, like, you know, don't always think like, oh, I'm gonna sound fake when I say this, or I'm gonna do or sound, look this way, sounding like that. Like when I would come up, like, oh, he's talking proper. Like, no, it's just practice and training on.
I get that
on getting speaking.
Also,
and all that stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely talk. You know, like people can understand you, but also what I'm just saying is just don't sit here and try to be fake. Like, I mean, I see so many people out there, like really like. They put on there a whole like, I don't know. To me, I be hearing like that fake like Kim Kardashian voice, and I'm just like, bro, now I know damn well that is not how you talk. Yeah. Like
I get it. Stay true to yourself. Like, yeah, like, you know, maybe behind the scenes she may sound different. You know, like it's just like,
I mean, yes.
Yeah, like it's just by her.
I guess that's the reason why, like those kind of people, I just simply don't follow them. You know, like I just like to see and follow those people who
like originality, basically. Yeah, like
I don't know.
No, I get it because like, yeah, like going back, like I guess coming up in the industry too, like people would act and talk certain ways to try to fit in with everyone, and like at least in our industry, the lash industry, you know, where people try to fit in and try to be cool with the people, and like because they may talk like that, but you just gotta stay true to yourself and be who you are. Like it wasn't easy for me coming in this industry as a guy, straight guy, you know, just be myself and doing what I love to do. You know, it's you're gonna find your people, your tribe, and going back into being shy, I would say my biggest thing is my biggest tip and challenge. I challenge you to go out in the mall, in the public, and just record yourself in the middle of everyone in the mall. I would challenge someone to go in the middle of the mall and just talk in front of the camera. And within that time, maybe like give yourself 2 minutes, 3 minutes practice. Go to another public place, record yourself in front of everyone, and then that's how you'll get more confident and to be in front of the camera and talking in front of everyone. Now you have all these people looking at you. That's how it is talking online. Is that's how it feels when I talk to the camera, because I know everyone's going to see this in the world on social media. Why not go out in public and try to record myself in front of everyone and get comfortable that way?
That definitely makes sense, because I feel like if I were to do something like that, I would be
nervous, right?
Super nervous.
Yeah.
But then again, you know, thinking about it, like if I were to see somebody do that and I was the one watching, I would be like, period, girl, or period, dude. Like, hell yeah. Like, that's so cool, because I wish I had that confidence.
Yeah, and then you see these teens and these young kids like making TikToks in front of everyone, like just like a few days ago.
My daughter.
Yeah, just like Mia, like just a few days ago, I seen these kids like a pair of like, I don't know, 4 kids making a TikTok together, and I'm like, man, that's a confidence rate. Just literally dancing in the middle of the fucking aisle, you know. And I'm like, you know, and then some people get upset about that, and I get it. It's like, it's public and whatever, but they're creators and they're confident and they love that. So shit, like, hats off to them. But that's going back into being confident, you know, just recording yourself in front of everyone and get that content out. Stop being shy, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know, like, still, like, I'll have you come in with me and you're like, record this for me. Record this for me. Like, record me walking in, and it's just like, oh my gosh, this is so fucking embarrassing. Like, no, because it's your content. And you're gonna make, you know.
I used to be more like, oh my God, like, okay, just real quick, like, try to make it like not so obvious that I'm like recording you and stuff. But now I just be like, dude, whatever. Like, honestly, it don't matter. But the only time I get mad is when you don't be like recording me. Cause like I'll like record you and then it's like cool stuff because you could end up using it for some kind of content. But then when it comes to me, I'm over here like, oh babe, you should have recorded me. Oh. And he's over here working on his
because I'm trying to make content for myself.
Exactly. So, but yeah.
I'm trying to make content for myself, and then she's like, oh, did you get that? I'm like, get what? I didn't know I was recording.
Fucking
I was like, shit, my bad. I was like, well, let me know. But that's part of like when I would tell her, like, you gotta let me know, because hey, I let you know, like, babe, can you record me right now? I'm gonna go in. I need you to record me.
I know.
And then even with clients, when it, you know, when I have clients, and I'll have clients that I'll record and not record, and if they're comfortable with it, or if it's like someone that's a model, then I'll have Elly record content for me. But if it's like clips here and there, I'll tell her to record. And then sometimes when we're working together and I'm free, she was like, can you record for me? So I'll record. But yeah, like, it's just, you gotta get out of that shell again to record your content, and just stop being afraid. And like I said, YOLO, you only live once, so go out, get that camera out. And I challenge you to go out in the public and like at a mall in front of everyone and just record yourself. Try that at least like once a day, or like make it a habit. And then the more comfortable you'll get, the more you'll get out that shell. Like I said, it was my first time recording at a gym. First time recording at a gym, and I would see videos here and there, like these meatheads getting mad or whatever, but I didn't give a shit, because, you know, you're getting content for yourself. And I know you were that person. You're like, that shit looks annoying, but like, I'm not going to get you in your video, or you're going to be covered anyway, so I can always adjust it.
I mean, stuff like that, like, I don't care when people are recording and I happen to, like, for example, at the gym, like, if somebody's recording me and I'm over here in the background, like, fucking dying, sweating, like, can't even catch my breath on a fucking elliptical or the Stairmaster thingy or whatever. If I'm doing that and this guy's over here fucking killing it right in front of me recording, I'm gonna be like, bro, like, can you, like, that shit would irritate me.
You're all sweating like, on the Stairmaster. You're like, oh.
Like, shit, like, are you gonna blur me out?
Angles, like,
but then again, like when he came home and he had told me that not even whatever, I didn't even know had recorded anything until like he posted a video later on that same day, and I was just like, bro, you literally recorded in the gym. Like, I hope you did not record anybody. And then I guess he got some like old man or whatever, and the old man whatever had moved away, but I don't know. And I was like, like, I think I would be that kind of person, like, hey, like, not telling somebody to stop recording, but just like, goddamn, like, make sure I'm not in your video, like, dying in the background.
Yeah, like in most cases, some don't, like, they're gonna blur you out or like
but
get clipped. This videos is just clips where it's just like cut.
Right. And I'm not like, okay. I get it, because I remember seeing other videos too where like they're
they would make, there's some people that would
like
make fun
that get
of
so angry, like, what the fuck, why are you I'm sick of
like,
you fucking this generation like fucking recording and everything. That I definitely
like, shut your fucking mouth. I can record, this is public, this ain't your fucking gym. So this ain't your gym, shut up.
That I get that for sure, because if that was somebody telling me like what to do or whatever, then I'd be like, well, fuck you. But
because I get it, like, because it's content for you. Like I said, maybe you can be recording for like a gym brand, and then you got someone that's angry with you when it's your job to record content for that brand, so it's like, I get it on both sides. Like,
okay, so then let me ask you this. All right. So say if you were in the men's like locker room, right?
That's a different story.
Hold on. If you were in the men's locker room and you were like, you're on your journey trying to, lose some weight, trying to whatever, get your muscle back and shit. And so you're like in the mirror. You're in the mirror, maybe looking a little down. And then in front of you, there's like this big ass dude, like he's just ripped and he's like on this and everything. And he's over here like selfies like in the mirror, and then you're like literally right there. How would you feel about that?
I'll just turn away. I'll just make sure you don't get my big ass in there, but
what if he did already? Because he was over here like,
it depends. You don't know. Maybe he did, but I again, that person, I don't know, like, if he posts it, no one's gonna know in the audience on who you are.
Maybe they do. You're big.
So I don't have to worry about that though, because like, I'm in good shape a little bit, but yeah.
Well, I mean,
I'm just saying, like, I get what you're saying, but like, it's just, I guess, just don't be in the way. Don't be in the way, or like, I'm sure they know, because if I see videos like that and you've seen videos like that, I'm sure that person knows by now, especially if they're a gym person, like, all right, I'm not going to get you in my bigs, but there's some assholes out there that will get, so I see on both sides, like I said, but it's tough. I don't want to sit here and like judge, like, oh, like you can't record, like I'm against recording in public, but it is what it is. Like, it's just that it's a new era. It's a new generation where we're recording more. Like I said, people going to Target and shop, so like, everywhere everyone's recording now, so it's a norm for me. I'm a content person too. I record shit for me. So it's like, all right, like, I don't care. Like, I can have a rough day, whatever, like, with you, for the ladies, I guess I can see, you'll have those like mean people, like, oh, like, don't get me in there, like, hey, get out of it. Get, stop recording. Stop it right now. So it's like, bless you.
Woo, thank you.
That's what I gotta deal with though, like, all this sneezing and shit. So
out of my lip gloss.
Anyway, so like, you gotta get out that shell. You gotta get out that shell and just get comfortable. Record, like I said, to get, to get some content for you. Now another one I believe I've seen, like, about how to deal with like I guess, like
spit it out.
I'm trying to think of the question because my phone is acting up right now. So the question was, I think, how to deal with mean clients.
Mean clients?
Yeah.
Fuck them clients. Honestly, fucking bye. You're fired. Like, never, ever. I will never deal with a mean client. Like, as soon as you give me that kind of vibe, you are out. I don't care if I'm mid-session in your lashes, I will remove them and you can go. Because once you are costing me my peace, you're done.
Yeah, and I guess it depends on the situation, right? Because you got people out there that are like rude and, you know, like, it just depends how your energy is towards the client. Like, if you're someone that's
so you would be all right if a client was a bitch? I said
it depends.
Was an ass?
It depends. It's rude. Like if I was, it depends. Like the fast food workers, for example, where you know some of them are snobby, and you're like like you know, fuck this, like you know, you're snobby to me, so I'm gonna give you the same energy back, you know. But or some of the workers that are nice, and you're just like, you know, you're okay. So like in our industry, it depends on how the person holds themselves, because there is people out there that are like, but if you're someone that has the good energy and you're nice to that client, then
it can change them around.
It can change them around. Sure. So all you have to do, I mean, if you get a situation where you have a mean client, it's hard to say.
No, I totally get what you're saying. Like if they're like a mean client and maybe they're just not a mean client. They're just a mean person in general.
Like rough day and all that.
Yeah,
and that they have to come to you.
Yeah, but
and you're like snobby too. So
wait, what?
I'm saying like if someone were having a bad day and they come to you and then you're giving them more of an attitude.
But that's different. I just feel like, okay, yeah, if you are just a mean, okay, maybe you had a bad day, maybe you have seen better days, and me as your service provider, I've seen that you've had better days, then of course that's different. I'll be like, oh girl, you're having a bad day, or oh man, whatever, you're having a bad day, like let me just keep talking to a minimum or no talking at all and just, you know, let you just chill, you know, throughout the whole appointment. But that's different if maybe it's a new client and they're just coming in, because remember, I've had that shit happen to me before.
Yeah.
And
like that. Well, I that's why I said it depends on the situation, but I remember one time when you had someone come in as a model.
Yes, this bitch came in as a model. And I will say bitch because she was a bitch. She came in as a model for some free fucking lashes. At the time I was it was
you were doing a training.
No, it wasn't a training.
No, it wasn't a training. No, it was my
employee. I got her this model to do, you know, a free set on this girl. I had never seen this girl before. One of my clients at the time had actually referred her, whatever, to be a model. She comes in and she's like, oh yeah, she comes in. She's on her phone. Coming in, all right? So she comes in, she's on her phone, and already I'm just like, bro, I'm with the client, and my employee is like right there waiting for, you know, she's been waiting for this model to come in. And so she comes in, she's on her phone. My girl, she stands up and she's like greeting her, very sweet, nice lash artist. And the model goes and sits in her chair.
And keep in mind, Elly was working on someone.
I was working on someone who is now my girl. That is my girl. And if you're watching this, Tasha, you know who you are. Okay, so I was sitting there doing my client's lashes, okay? And then across the room is the other bed. And so she's sitting there. The girl walks in. She sits in. I'm going to call her just a random name. We'll say Mia, my daughter, whatever.
Yeah, we'll use Mia.
Okay, so she goes and she sits in Mia's chair. And so Mia's like looking at me and I'm just like, girl, here we go. So then she finally hangs up and she's like, okay, so what are you doing to me today? And then Mia's like, well, yeah, so I'm a beginner lash tech. I'm going to be giving you a classic set. I believe that's what she was doing. A classic set today. And I am being timed. This is completely free. So I may or may not finish you 100%, because I have, like this amount of time and I don't want you, to become, irritated or whatever. I know you have things to do after this, blah, blah, blah. So then she's just like, what? So you mean to tell me that I'm here for lashes and I'm not even going to get them done 100%? So immediately she's rude as fuck. And so Mia is like, oh, I'm pretty sure I'll, get you done. But the thing is, I want to let you know. And, it could happen where you're not lashed 100%. So this girl is fucking flipping out. And mind you, remember, I'm sitting there with the client. And so I'm just like, hey, like, like she just said, she'll still do your lashes. She's being timed. Yes, this is like a kind of like a test, So, I did let the person know who referred you to let you know that you're a model. This is free, and you may or may not get 100% of your lashes, done. And so she's immediately like going crazy. And she's like, I'm talking to her like, hey, this is what happened, blah, blah. And she looks at me and she's like, and who are you? So I was like, oh, she wants to fucking start. So I was like, I'm the owner. So, whatever. And then so she's like, well, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. If I'm not getting my lashes done, I'm like, you know what? If you are looking to get your lashes done by somebody who's going to like put up with your shit and you want to get 100% lashes done, then maybe you should book an appointment and actually pay 100% money to your lash artist, because you are not going to be sitting here treating Mia like shit. I will not have that. If that's the case, you can fucking go. And so she was like, oh, wait, hold on. No, you're kicking me out? You're kicking me out. And I was like, you know what? No one's kicking you out yet. But I need you to understand that this is what you came for. If you're not okay with this, then you can go. And she was like, oh, no, I'm not leaving. And she sat there. And so I'm just like, you know what? No, you need to fucking go now. And so finally, after all this arguing, that's when she finally like gets up and she walks out the door, slams it. And then me and Mia and my girl Tasha in the chair were like, oh, hell no. And so, yeah, but it was honestly, it was crazy. And like to this day, like, my client and me, like, we just die. She was like, girl, I was so ready to get up and we were gonna fight. But
she brings it up to this day, but luckily that day Tasha was like, and she was just, it was her first time getting lashes.
Oh my God, yeah. Yes, it was Tasha's first time with me. And I had just like introduced myself and like explained everything to her, and she was like, oh my God, like, you're so sweet, all this stuff. And then this happened. And so I was like, Tasha, I'm so sorry. Like, I totally understand if you will never want to come to me again. She was like, girl, I'm gonna be with you forever now, just because of that. Like, you handle that shit like a boss. Like, so yeah. Like,
yeah. So like, yeah, going back into difficult and mean clients like that, it's just like, honestly,
you never have to put up.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah, you don't have to put up with anything. Customer service is everything, but if they're giving you an attitude,
yeah,
you can match it. Like, at the end of the day, it's your business. If you believe you're right and they're wrong, then you got to speak up for it. And in this case, like she said, and and one thing to keep in mind too is that you have an angry customer, an angry client for free lashes, and then coming in to interrupt a session that was going on, didn't even know that, seen a client there and just could, fucking not care who was there and went nuts. And it's just like, now you're fucking up my money and my time because you decided to come here. You thinking that you're going to get a free fucking set and you don't. Yeah. And then you have like the demands and needs of like, I need this and I want that. Like, then book a fucking appointment. Right. You know, and that's just like, and believe it or not, when you have models, there is picky models like that where they'll just like, how long is this gonna be? Because I have to go. Like, well, I mean, when you my details, right? Like, you're here explaining time.
Don't rush me. Like, don't have any plans because I don't know how long this is gonna take. Like, you know, we're also gonna be doing photos and all this stuff, and then like you whip out a camera and they're like, I don't want to be recorded.
I thought this wasn't like acting stupid and slow. Like, this is what you signed up for. You had the agreements. You've seen what I was looking for. And then you have models that will come in with extensions on already. And they're just like, bruh.
That's a whole nother topic.
But man, like, models, like you'll have models. And that's where coming into pricing, pricing comes to effect. You're trying to get people your ideal clientele. So that, kind of tells you like when you work with like low pricing, you can attract people like that where they're just really picky and then, so on, giving you the hardest time of your life. I've dealt with like few people too, so it's just, I guess, you don't have to put up with that. And especially when it comes to models, like, shit, you don't have to deal with that shit. Well, and it's free.
Just ever. Honestly, just ever. You'd never have to deal with that.
So, fuck that.
But yeah, like, I mean, if they're having a bad day, that's totally different. That's totally different. If Tasha came up here and my girl was having a bad day, I'd be like, do you want some wine, sister?
Right. Like when your clients you can tell, like, you've been with them, so they've been with you for so long, you can kind of read their vibe and their energy. They're like, I'm not today, I don't feel like talking, which is good. And you treat them with like, all right, I respect your decision, and they'll put in headphones most of the time, or they just won't talk at all, and you respect that, and that's cool. But there's people out there that's like, nah, fuck that, and like, no, I'm not dealing with it. Like, my mom doesn't even talk to me like that, so I'm not gonna know. Like, at the end of the day, it's your business.
My kids do, but not my mom. Not right. Just kidding.
All right, so we have so we're gonna pretty much wrap it up because we only have like a few minutes before everything shuts down. So we'll wrap it up. And just want to.
So this was fun. This was the very first episode of the podcast. Next time, though, I want to get some super good topics, so that way we're not like kind of like rambling and stuff. But yes, if you guys got some topics for us that you guys want us to talk about, I don't care what it is. Life stuff, business, entrepreneurship, like whatever stuff you want. Just think of us. We're your friends. Okay?
And then eventually we'll get guests on here too. Like I said, it's like she said, it's our first episode. I have a lot of
people in mind too. So this is gonna be fun. It's our
first episode, and definitely a learning process because like these fucking mics were giving us a headache.
No, they were giving him a headache. I figured this shit out like that.
I had to call up our homie Marlo, like, hey, bro, like, help us out here. Like, what's going on with these? He's like, honestly, I don't know, because they're USB and shit, but we'll get better mics too. So this will do it for now, for our first episode, to see how everything plays out.
Watch we did all this and like there was no audio. I will cry.
No, but so if we're gonna reach out to you guys for any topics, like I said, it doesn't matter. It's our first episode. It was all a learning experience, but it'll get better. So you guys stick around. Subscribe if on YouTube. We're gonna be on.
We're gonna be on YouTube. We're gonna be on Spotify. We're gonna be on Apple Podcast. I think that's how you say it. We're on Instagram. We're on
Facebook, TikTok. We're
everywhere. So I need you guys to follow us because, like I said, this is only the beginning, and this is gonna be so much fun because this was very light and mild today. So just
we'll eventually come up with something. And we're gonna, so we'll have like we'll have a lot to talk about. But this is our first episode, and like I said, yesterday we were supposed to record, but it was just a mess. So we spent 3 hours trying to figure shit out, and then now we got it done, hopefully. And then keep a lookout for the episode. I'm not sure whenever our homie is done with everything.
You don't need to explain all this.
Yeah, I know, but I just want to let everyone know to stay tuned. We'll reach out with a date. So that's what I meant to say. We're gonna get this together and then see when our release date is for the first episode. Yeah. So stay tuned, you guys.
All right, we gotta go.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.